All right, let's go ahead and get started. So I'll be facing this way a little bit because I have my mirror right here, but I'll be facing you guys and I'll show you my tips and tricks and all the products I'll be using for today's look and moisturize my face. I'm gonna go with my go-to that I've used for years, and this is Clinique's Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. I usually do like 2 pumps, and I like put it around my face, make sure that it's like really soaked into my skin. I'm gonna be using MAC's Prep and Primer. And we're just gonna grab a little dab. I like to use like this much along the lids, and then I usually bring it down for a lash line. Use these little shields. We're gonna put them right underneath our lower lash line, just underneath your lash line, just like that. Yeah, it looks good. It looks really weird, but like, we're working the process. Using the Kat Von D shade and like contour palette. Go in with this nice shade here, and we're gonna add that all along the eyelid to kind of give it a nice base. I'm gonna use a flat brush. We're gonna go out in and tap, and you're just gonna tap all along the lid. For our eyeshadows, we're gonna be using our Rosie's palette, which I love, and now I think my bestie for gifting me this, like obsessed. Like, look at this beauty. Look at these beautiful colors, gorgeous. So I'm gonna be going in with a couple of brown shades. Probably gonna be going between these two shades, these two shades right here, and then I'll darken it with this brown, and then I'll add, I kind of want to mix these two on the outer corners to kind of like give it more of a smoky effect. And then I'll figure out what kind of shimmer I want to add. My dress is black, so you can do anything, but then I gotta figure out what kind of lip color I want to do, so then it will just depend on what shade of shimmer I will add. So we'll figure that out together. So for my transition shades, we're gonna go ahead and grab like a fluffy brush. This is a Beldam 785 brush. It's like a nice tapered brush. I'm gonna go in with, I said, both of these shades, slightly tap, and then we're just gonna go ahead and go along our crease just to start creating some depth and some warmth. So what I've learned is I just kind of look straight into the mirror, and then you just kind of just wanna move the product back and forth. And then I'm kind of pushing the remaining kind of up and out. And then I'm bringing the remaining in my inner corner here, outer, blend it out, and then bring the remaining to the inner corner, and then out. I'm gonna go in with a more, just a little bit more tapered brush. It's more, this is more a fluffier tapered brush. This is more like a settled brush. This is Morphe E22 brush, and we're gonna go in with a darker brown. So we're gonna do this one right here. Putting all that product right there, and then building it. And I'm kind of between like, I want to do a smoky eye like this, or maybe a halo style. So we'll see too. Now we're gonna darken it a little bit more. So now I'm gonna get a smaller, more defined taper brush. And this is a Morphe M433. Now I'm gonna go in between this black, which is probably very intense, and then mix it with this like wine or burgundy, like a wine color. Yeah, so we're gonna do these two. So I'm gonna first dip it in this wine color here, and then a little bit of the black, because I know the black will be very defined. So then we're just gonna kind of like work it here, outer corner, work it in there, and then remove, and then move up the excess. And we're working and intensifying that look. You can totally tell the difference. That looks nice. And then what we're gonna go in with a clean fluffy brush, we're just gonna go in and just kind of clean the edges too. You want this to be smooth and like, look, there's a nice transition. You're gonna go back in with forth with all of your brushes too. That's just how it is. You just kind of go back and forth, touch up stuff, kind of play with it. Let's go ahead and add our liner. I'm going to remove these. Ooh, okay. So that should tell you guys. So that's too sharp. We can just go in with our clean brush and just kind of like buff it out a little bit so you don't have that harsh line. Put some eyeliner on. The other eyeliner. I'm using the Alba's First Spray Serum, and it's like my go-to. It's so nice, it's refreshing, it's hydrating. So I'm gonna spritz it up on my face. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and moisturize our lips. I'm gonna be using e.l.f.'s like lip exfoliator. It exfoliates and it moisturizes your lips. Now that our skin is hydrated, I'm gonna go in with 2 primers. So I'm gonna be using Maybelline's Master Primer, and I'm gonna be using One Size Primer, a really good primer. And I've tested this one out when it's like super hot out and I'm like constantly sweating. So this is amazing. So if you want your makeup to last and you're afraid because you sweat so much, that's a go-to. So I'm gonna mix it up a little bit, dab each, and then I'm gonna put them between my fingers. And then I'm just gonna kind of like tap it onto my skin. And then I'll start massaging it in. So I usually put it all over my T-zone area. Use a brightener. I always go in with Becca, and this is their Fair Light Under Eye Brightener, and this is my go-to. I love it. This is phenomenal. So I'm gonna use a little bit with my index finger. It's like amazing. I'll show you guys the difference. Like I just tap in first to kind of get where I want it, and then I use my other finger to smooth it out. I usually bring it all the way up to, like you guys will see, like it's just amazing. Like I love this brightener. Like seriously. And you can build it up too. So I usually like just a little bit, and there we go. So nice and bright. And I'm gonna go in with my foundation, which is from Merit, and this is cream, the color Cream, and it's just like a cream stick with the forehead. I use this much and go in right away, and I start like massaging it into my skin. And then I'm kind of gonna tap it in first, and we'll like move it in. And then once I get here, I'm just gonna do a little bit. Bring it down to my neck with whatever product I have, so it kind of blends in there. Now we're gonna go in with concealer, my go-to as well. This is NARS, and this is in the shade Honey. Add some underneath our eyes, and I always use my finger for blending everything out. So we're gonna set our concealer and foundation. I'm gonna be using Clinique's Pretty Real Compact Makeup. This is in the shade 116. I'm gonna press right where my concealer is. Put it right on my T-zone area too. I'm gonna go in with Bare Minerals, their original foundation powder, medium beige, this much. And I have my Morphe M439 brush, and we're just gonna use a little bit, and then we're just gonna like tap it around to the skin. I like to do like one side at a time, and then bring it down to the neck. Go back in with Kat Von D's contour palette. We're gonna use this darker shade to kind of give us more of a chisel look. This Lexi 660, this is more of a foundation brush, but I like the way the precision is and the shape of this is for contouring. And I'm gonna just go along first the hollows of my cheeks. Kind of start here. And I usually like the temples too. And then the remaining excess we're putting along our jawline. I'm not gonna put up anything up here because I'm gonna bronze a little bit with a different brush. So, and the remaining I'm gonna kind of just do the side of my nose. more of a bigger taper brush, and this is a Beldam 990, and we're gonna use a little bit of this and a mixture of the other one just to kind of put on the on my forehead. Very small amount to give me more of a look of a bronzy look. Go in with some highlighter, and I'm gonna be using NARS, and this is in the shade New Order. So my little case broke, but hopefully you guys can see this is the shade. So pretty. So I'm gonna go in. I usually like to add highlighter first, and then I'll add blush to kind of blend it in. So we're just gonna add a little bit right on the apples of our cheeks, and then a little bit right on my brow bone. It's a very small, like, shimmer. It's not a very strong shimmer, just very cute. So it goes like this. I put a little bit on my nose, my Cupid's bow. I might even do it a little bit more because it's just beauty. Cute. We're gonna go in with blush, and this is from NARS as well. This is Orgasm. This is my favorite shade of blush. And I'm gonna go in with Morphe's E4 brush. Go in. I like to add a lot. And I'm gonna go do the apples of my cheeks. Tap it all there, and then bring the remaining up. Oh, it's like beautiful color. And this has shimmer too, but I know. So we do the same. I'm gonna go in and just define my eyebrows. This is from e.l.f. This is with their little comb and their pencil. So I'm gonna brush them out. It's a very nice creamy pencil. It's very blendable. Nice defined brows. The brush, and we're just gonna brush this out so it's not so harsh. Then I'm gonna go in and just kind of make sure that they stay. I'm gonna go in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. Just kind of brush it through, and that way they stay in shape. Go ahead and curl my lashes. Do a little bit of eyelashes on the outer corner. So I'm gonna do Ardell's individual lashes. This is in their medium black. I'm gonna go in first with a lash primer, and this is from Tarte, what it looks like. And you just kind of like coat your lashes. Now for mascara, I'm gonna go in with Wet n Wild. This is their Mega Volume Lash mascara, sorry, mascara. Very subtle. That kind of gives it more volume on the outer corner. I did 3 of these individual lashes. We're gonna do our lower lash line. So we're gonna go back in with our rosy palette. We're gonna go in with, I'm gonna use a wine shade. I'm gonna use a flat brush. This is a Beldam 714 brush. Morphe M321, and I'm gonna go in with the darker brown right there. So we're just gonna kind of go along the waterline and just kind of maybe bring it down a little bit, and then just kind of blend it out, and then push it up so it kind of looks nice and blended. Go in with the pinky shade, because I think I'm gonna use like some pink shoes, some pink sparkly shoes. So we're gonna go in with this pink here, so gorge, and maybe a little bit of this in the inner corner. I'm gonna use a flat brush, and this is a Beldam 936. I'm just gonna go in like this. I want to have a lot of color. I just want a little bit. And we're just going to go here in the middle. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god. Look at that shimmer. Obsessed. I'm going to use this little lighter pink. Put it in the tear duct area. You use a small little brush, and this is a Beldum 755. And maybe it's too much, so I'll go like this and do that. You might want to add a little bit of the excess and add it here. So cute. Now I'm gonna go in with this one again, the eyeliner, and run it right here. Oh, yes, girl. All right, you guys, so this is the look. I'm gonna do my lips too, so hold on, stay tuned, and then I'm going to set my face with setting spray. Setting spray I'm gonna be using as my go-to as well. This is one size. This is their Defying Waterproof Setting Spray. Go-to, 100%. I love this. Best setting spray out there. So I'll add this, so I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back with my lip combo. I'm gonna first outline my lips, and this is from Ofra, and this is their shade Maya. Go in with my lipstick, and this is from ColourPop, and this is from their Disney collection, and this is Belle. Obsessed. Look at how beautiful that is. So we're just gonna add this, and this is such a creamy substance. Ugh, love. That matched perfectly with my lip liner. All right, let's add our setting spray. All right, you guys, this is the final look. Hopefully you guys can see. I'll take a picture so you guys can definitely see the final look. I'm gonna do my hair. I'm gonna curl it, and then I'm gonna put on my outfit, and then I'll show you guys the final result. So I hope you really liked this video. Do more if you guys want more. Yeah, I really like how this look came out. It looks so beautiful. Obsessed. So I'll see you next time, you guys. Bye.